I think my life does have a beginning and an end, and they don't necessarily line up with when I was born and when I die. It's more when the last person to remember me forgets about me for the last time will be when I finally die.
If I had one day left, I would probably just try to engage in conversation with everyone that I saw, honestly, because if I had one day left, I obviously haven't experienced everything in this world, so I would probably just try to observe and retain all the information I could from everyone else about the experiences they have gone through. So I feel like gaining knowledge from everyone definitely benefits you in a positive way, because you haven't really been through anything, no matter who you are, so asking other people aspects about their life definitely will help.
Which is more true, science or art? I think that science is more true if you define truth as evidence-based, but art can't be untrue. It's whatever is made from somebody's mind or seen. Both must be true in some sense. It depends on what the definition of truth is.
Because there's so much we don't know as humans, and to define what happens after we die is just kind of a solution to calm our nerves about the unsurety of death and what happens after it. Personally, I don't think anything happens after death, but I don't think that's going to deter me from living a life that would have some reward of death from a good life.
So if I had to describe what happiness was to an alien, I'd start by explaining the feeling of content and like calm peacefulness, which I know is different depending on the person. But for me, and it depends on your experience and what you like. But for me, that would be something calm and peaceful.
I don't know. I think the present is what you select it to be, because there's so much going on around you that you cannot put all of it like in your attention. And so it's a matter of selection. The present is a matter of like choosing things that comprise your attention. And so is the past, honestly, because you choose which paths to follow and which paths to believe in and which paths to trust. And same with your future. It's a matter of selection, and it's a matter of choice.
Okay, how would you describe happiness to an alien? Happiness is being able to love yourself.
My favorite color is black, which is not a color, because it always looks clean and pretty and elegant.
My favorite color is green. It represents a lot for me because St. Patrick's Day is my favorite holiday. It's every year I go to Chicago, so it just represents like all the memories from my years at St. Patrick's Day festivals.
Does my life have a definite beginning and ending? I think when it comes to like defining what a life is, a lot of it is just your perception of like what's in your mind.
What about the beginning?
The beginning was probably, I guess the beginning would be when my parents first fell in love.
The future feels pretty scary because I don't know what I'm doing in about 8 months, and I before would always have been able to know what I was doing a year from now, but now I don't.
Time itself is sort of a human construct. Like there's no concrete evidence that like what's happening is like necessarily like gonna go on forever or like stop. But like for me personally, I think my existence, at least in this body, does have a beginning and ending in terms of like when I die or when I'm born. but whether or not my existence is tied intrinsically to my body is sort of an unknowable question. Because if it isn't, then in theory I would live longer than my body. But if it only resides within myself, then once my body's gone, I'm gone.
If I had to think about one day the human race not existing, it's actually very scary. I don't think there's much we can do to stop and prevent it from happening.
Honestly, that terrifies me. I have like this connection to the human race, and like the idea of it dying like includes my death along with it, and so I'm kind of like intertwined with that idea. And I don't believe in legacy a whole lot, like people remembering you. So that's not really the issue. It's just more the finality of it and the permanence of it. And the idea that like we're progressing towards something, like in our current world, just keeps going and going and going. We're progressing, and knowing that progress can just like snap and break is kind of freaky to me.